Blessed love, greetings in the name of His Imperial Majesty I, Emperor Khali Selassie Ja, RasTafari, King of Kings, as them say the Lord of Lords, as Yahushua Christ. Let it be said, let it be heard, and let it be known. I am the White Emissary, 23 seconds in, your host now live, sharing with you the deepest spiritual wisdom known to man. Yes, I and I. King Rastafari said, technology must be used solely for the well-being of mankind, as well as education, institutions for medical welfare and other benefits, natural resources, etc. Now, December 21, 2012 has already occurred. Today is actually the 24th, and we have seen little or no sign of Anunnaki returning to the Earth. However, my roommate spoke to me today and said that there have been numerous UFO sightings. Yes, not just in the United States, but globally. There have been numerous accounts, video footage, showing strange craft traveling through the sky at very fast paces, defying the laws of natural physics that supposedly govern the Earth, according to present-day scientists. So now we're 2 minutes in, and what we really want to talk about today, and when I say we, I say I and I, is demons and Christly figures. Okay, so we're going to switch gears for a second. We're going to talk about demons. Now, a demon is somebody who gets a hold of majestic powers in this universe, in this realm, in the earth, whether it's in the subterranean or the higher levels of consciousness through the atmosphere, right? How they retain that energy. So there's that, where they sort of cling to that energy and they use it towards their advantage and look inwardly and focus primarily on themselves, if at all, hardly anybody else. And then we have, on the other side of the coin, the Christly figure, right, who is always trying to counter that evildoer, right? We're going to take His Imperial Majesty, for example, the Emperor Haile Selassie Jermawe Kidamawe Abu Kedus Abba Kedus Abba Tashin. They say he is the reincarnate of Jesus Christ. But His Imperial Majesty didn't need to reincarnate into anything. He always has been, always will be. Okay, check Revelation 5:6, check Revelation 5:5. It'll tell you about the whole lion. You know, as he opens the scrolls, he is able to read from it. In other words, the metaphor is, he knows the course. He is the bringer of light. He can open the leaves, right? Us, flesh, scroll through it, read it, translate it, and then make it a physical reality for us to live through. Blessed I, Khali Selassie Ja, RasTafari. Okay, 4 minutes and 23 seconds on the dot. So I kind of got sidetracked there for a second, I know. Please bear with me for just a moment. We're going to get back to the Demonata, for those of you who are interested. Again, this is not something that I fashion, okay? My analysis on demons. However, it is something that, you know, I believe is real, okay? And it has to be dealt with. Therefore, that is why I'm bringing it up. I am bringing it up before you right now. So, we've talked a little bit about, how a demon gets its powers, but let's try and focus on now what we can do to keep demons from exalting themselves. In other words, using their powers to benefit them only, and then them sort of fulfilling that cup, if you will. So, what can we do to stop that? What can we do to stop that from happening? Well, the first thing is to talk down to it, okay? Not necessarily talk down to it by frowning upon it, but by humbling yourself in it and saying, okay, what if this was me? Okay, this isn't necessarily me, but this person is obviously going through some sort of trauma, some sort of deep sadness, where I will have to stretch my arms out to him, right? Like Amos said, Amos 9 and 7, are you not the Ethiopians, O ye Israelites? Are you not as the Ethiopians? Right? Stretch forth her hands, Ethiopia, O Ethiopia. See, being a Gideon soldier, walking up and down the streets, talking, doing your thing, there could be demons anywhere, at any time, okay? Trying to override the current, trying to self-prophesize, self-fulfilling prophecy, excuse me. That's a big one. Anyhow, do more research on demons, please. Kings and queens out there, princes and empresses alike, all ye Ethiopians, at home and abroad, white, black, yellow, brown, doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm the white emissary. And if you have any more questions on how to sort of tackle the demon that may be in one of your friends or in one of your coworkers or something like that, please feel to email me. My email address is onelove, ONELOV, no E on that, 888, like the numbers 888. Those 3 8 symbolize the Christ and his kingly character, as he is prophesied. So we got ONELOV888 @gmail.com. Please feel free to hit me up. We're at 723. I will now raise my hand. Yes, I, RasTafari, ever living, ever sure, ever faithful, as Brethren Ras Khali, and I say, good night and Merry Christmas to all of you, and I hope the Anunnaki returns soon before they pull a shift on us. Yeah. Always go the right way. Burn enough ganja for them. RasTafari.